Science fiction, Columbiad, and the real Apollo. Space travel and science fiction have long been connected since their inception. Science fiction literature, films, and television shows have captivated audiences with imaginative stories set in outer space. These stories have not only entertained but have also influenced real-world space exploration and scientific advancements. From Jules Verne's From the Earth to the Moon to Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey, science fiction has inspired generations of scientists, engineers, and space enthusiasts to push the boundaries of what's possible. Jules Verne was a French author and a pioneer of science fiction. In his novel From the Earth to the Moon and Around the Moon, a kind of spaceship is fired at the moon from a 900-foot-long cannon called Columbiad. At one point in their journey, the three travelers are deprived of gravity and float around their small ship. Rockets are used to slow the ship down before landing on the moon. Given the time in which it was written, Verne's predictions were very good. The size of his spaceship was about the size of the first one to go to the moon, the Apollo, except for its large rockets. Both Verne's ship and the Apollo carried 3 people into space. Furthermore, rockets were indeed used by the Apollo to slow its descent. However, Verne's ship shot his travelers into space, which never could have worked. The intense pressure of firing a spaceship the way one would fire a bullet from a gun would cause great physiological damage to the crew. During the half of the 20th century, science fiction novels and comic books were very popular in the United States. Their portrayal of space travel was less far-fetched than Verne's and were often based on the space research of that time. For example, pictures began showing astronauts in spacesuits when writers realized that exposing human beings to the cold, airless environment of space was lethal. Ideas of other planets were still often wrong though. A 1928 drawing of a moon circling the planet Jupiter shows it covered in plant life. It was only discovered later that the other planets and moons around our Sun are without life as we know it on Earth. Drawings in the early 20th century also showed very large spaceships and stations, almost like floating cities. Writers at the time knew that trips to other stars would take hundreds of years. Those who left Earth would die on the journey there, leaving their descendants to arrive at the destination instead. Some writers addressed this problem by using the concept of suspended animation, a deep sleep in which a person doesn't grow older. Such travelers would awaken at the end of their journey, hundreds of years in the future. It's not possible that these ideas could become reality one day. As the American space program began to grow, the television series Star Trek became very popular. The series followed the adventures of a large spaceship with over 400 crew members that flies around the universe faster than the speed of light. This is a wonderful dream, but it will probably never be realized. According to the current laws of physics, it is impossible for any object to travel faster than the speed of light. Science fiction has walked hand in hand with advances in science and technology, and writers continue to study scientific concepts and to use them to portray the future. Looking back at their ideas, some were correct and cannot be distinguished from today's reality. Many others were nothing but fiction. However, science fiction writers continue to inspire new generations of people to dream of someday going into space.